Are you going skiing? Yeah, you're in Chicago. Yeah, it's also 75 degrees outside. This is the earliest we have ever been to Chicago, and so I have like my Chicago bag that comes complete with scarves and things. I love the thought of you having like, you opening your closet and it's just like Chicago, Atlanta, Dallas, and Austin is like t-shirts.
It's just Austin's just a wet bag.
It's just, a portable fan and t-shirts. It's actually cool. It's like a little sleep there. Well, we are now done with our first 5 episodes of the season.
We've already done 5.
Where have you been? And by the way, guys, if you're less than 18, cover your ears. But a massive fucking thank you for Entertainment Weekly. Yeah, we're very excited and truly grateful. So I'm sure a lot of you out there voted. So that's fine. I personally think my mom actually sent me a text and she was like, what did she say?
I want you to know I didn't vote for you.
I voted for Gilmore Girls. My mom sent a text like, I think she goes, when you shipped off to LA 17 years ago, I signed up for Entertainment Weekly to see, because I was already on Gilmore Girls, right? So she was like, I signed up for Entertainment Weekly, so I've been getting Entertainment Weekly for 16 plus years, and now my son's on the cover. So. She's like, I can finally cancel my subscription. She's like, I almost gave up on you, son. It's been 16 years. I've had to lie to my friends for 16 years. He says he's an actor. I don't know. I do this every week.
If you could take any cast member from from your show, Gilmore Girls, Dawson's Creek, to come onto Supernatural, who would you bring? And why?
I'd bring, what was his name? I'd bring Josh, but Pacey, that's what I'm saying. Josh Jackson, just because he's my buddy, and it'd be fun to work with. And we shoot in Vancouver, which is where he's from, so, you know, nice little hometown hero. That's an easy question.
Yeah, you know what? I bring Milo, Jess. He was that?
I'd be very excited to see him on.
Yeah, me too. And he's super busy. He's on a show with Sterling Brown right now, Gordon. But Milo is one of these guys that we played, obviously, on Gilmore Girls, for those who've seen it, we played kind of enemies. Like, he was the nicest guy. He, like, showed me the ropes. I was this young kid, and I remember, I think, whatever season it came on, 2, I guess it was.
Yes.
And I was like, oh, it's new. You know, I had already kind of done with Tristan. And so then Jess comes into town, and I was like, I don't know what this is mean. I'm like, not going to go show anymore. She got a boyfriend or something. And one lunch, he's like, hey, you want to go grab some lunch? And I was like, yeah. And I started walking to the commissary. He's like, no, we'll take my car and we'll go to a restaurant. I was like, we can leave set? Like, we're allowed to leave set? I was like, yeah, man, they're not going to be ready for us. Yada, yada. Like, I'll take them to one of my favorite restaurants. And I was like, that's great. And so we get in this car. I think it was like a Jeep, and we leave the Warner Bros. lot. And he takes me to this restaurant. And it's near Residuals, or it was near where Residuals was. And we sit down, and they bring the menu out. They're like, hey, Milo. He's like, hey, guys. And I look at the menu, and I'm like, where's the meat? And he's like, no, it's a vegetarian restaurant. I was like, this is the worst lunch ever. I found like a bunch of pasta. He's a great guy, great actor, and I think he really fit with the show.
We like to work with people that we get along with, because it just makes working that much more fun. And
this is unfortunate, but yes.
We're not always that lucky. Milo's a buddy of ours, Josh is a buddy of ours, you know, so anybody that we've got kind of that good rapport with is always fun to work with. I mean, I was lucky to have a few of them on Dawson. Kerr, Smith, Ollie Hudson, we all had.
That was still one of my funniest experiences of being in this business, was going to My Bloody Valentine 3D with Jensen and Kerr, and we joked that
going to the movie theater.
We went to the movie theater on opening night with the 3D glasses, and so we wait until it's just started, and it's me, Ackles, and Kerr, and we walk in, and we're walking down the aisle, And we're joking that people behind us are like, these 3D glasses are amazing. That's Jensen girl. This new technology is fantastic. It's like they're right in front of us.
And just as like the final, scene happened, and just as the credits were about to roll, we were like, all right, let's go. And so we all three popped up and started heading out, and it was just like this weird, these looks from people just like, did you see that? We got out of there ASAP. That was all.
Yeah. Thank you so much.
Jared, if you could bring Chad Michael Murray, that'd be great, since we didn't see him in Gilmore Girls for the reunion.
I know. Yeah, me too.
That would be a good one.
Yeah. Bring them all. Your turn. The way I approached the character was kind of set 20 years ago when I was in high school. With Sam specifically, I struggle less. This is kind of funny. I struggled a lot in the first season or two to find Sam, but I don't know what was life and what was art, because Sam was struggling to find himself. And he was in a situation he wasn't familiar with or happy with. And so I often wonder, like, what was Jared and what was the inevitable bleed between life and art. I struggle less. I'm more comfortable with Sam. I'm more comfortable finding who he is. I'm more comfortable with Sam and Dean. But so is Sam, right? Sam has figured out who he is.
Sam and Dean.
Little leather jacket and bowlegs.
No offense.
That's a great question. Thank you for your question.
Just on that note, I think there's certainly been a more distinct separation between Jared and Sam and Jensen and Dean as the years have gone on. I do think early on we were using kind of our own experiences and maybe some of our own characteristics to play the character so that we can identify with them easier or better. And I think over the years, the character has become such an individual, sovereign entity that that separation between art and life has kind of separated a bit. But I think in a good way.
What's my favorite kind of noodle?
Noodle.
Cut noodle.
Yeah. I'm glad you asked that. I don't know how to say it, but it starts with an O and it has a couple of C's in it. Does anybody know what I'm talking about? Is it Orchetta or Orchetta? Orchetta. Go to the store, get yourself some more cheddar, get some nice arrabbiata sauce. Boom, done. Forget about it.
Jared, can you tell us about Shepherd TV?
It's ruined his life.
Did you post that yet? Did somebody post my record? Mark posted it?
We talked about it.
If my reaction wasn't laced with profanity, I think it would have been posted a long time ago.
He said he has to edit it first.
He said which?
He does have to edit it first.
He did, yeah.
So it has not been posted. Probably good.
So these are so funny. That was the day we did the post from the Flash set where it's like no sleeping and eating. We were like, all right, where can we sleep and eat and post it? And so the day it is just like different tags for Japan and Italy and every channel in America.
Bonjour.
Bonjour. So you just start going and sort of like doing, you're like, okay, I'm going to be here until tomorrow if I don't just start doing things. And so for me, I like to read it first and then...
It would have worked better. It would have worked better if you did it with me because I don't read it first.
Yeah.
I just go. It's just like a teleprompter. It's like
He's like Ron Burgundy.
Exactly. It's there.
I'm Ron Burgundy. Just reads it. But I like to just read it first and then make sure I'm not going to have a stutter or something. And so I read it and I was like, okay, you're this is Jeff Hellish, and you're watching the Flash on Shepherd. I'm not doing some advertisement for Mark Shepherd TV. Unless they promise me that they'll write him off Supernatural. Kidding! I know.
You know they wrote him off, right? They just haven't told me.
We love.
Well, if it'll make you feel better, then how about the woman behind you?
Ha ha ha!